look across all the skyscrapers here in Cleveland, the site of our broadcast for tonight. We've got basketball action at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. The home of the Cavaliers, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. Here with me tonight, Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This game marks the end of the stretch at home for the Cavaliers, back on the road tomorrow. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
Well, this team is a lot of fun to watch. Everything seems to be going their way, but they're making their own breaks now. They're taking advantage of situations and opportunities, but they're doing everything right at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, they've been putting on a clinic, Clark, and it has been fun to watch. I mean, with all the calls and bounces that have gone their way as well, it just seems like this is their time.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And New York, looking at who they've got. We got Matthews, Quincy out there with Anthony. Then there's Shane Larkin, and it's Bargnani in at the 5 spot. Here's LeBron. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Payne. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. Payne's got 6.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
Here's Larkin. 11 points for him in that last game against Philadelphia.
And Kevin, don't forget about his playmaking in that game as well. He was wonderful in terms of attacking the defense and figuring out when to shoot and when to find teammates.
Now here's Payne, following the miss by Wesley Matthews. Payne passes to LeBron. Payne with a screen for James. Left side Irving. Shot clock at 5. Payne's shot is good.
Red hot right out of the gates. 4 for 4 shooting.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Larkin kicks to Anthony. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And again, another basket there from Payne. Payne's got 10 points.
He's got the firepower, feeling the rhythm here, going 5 for 5 so far.
Yeah, everything seems to be working. He's in a nice groove.
1:57 left in the first quarter of the game. Larkin kicks to Matthews. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And here on the 2K leaderboard are the teams with the quickest hands in the league. The Cavaliers 4th.
This team is an elite defensive team. Why? Because they do a nice job moving their feet, positioning their body, and playing with active hands. And when you do that, you come up with steals, and they're one of the league's best in that category as a team.
Now here's Payne. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. And the shot is good.
Wow, just a tremendous first quarter shooting the basketball for them, guys.
Yeah, when they put it up, it's gone in.
And the pass to Bargnani. Feeds it to AC. New York moving the ball around. Back to Matthews. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. As we approach the halfway mark, let's take a look at how everything in the East right now stands. We'll look at Cleveland. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, there's the Knicks. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
When I look at New York, they've really struggled much the same way they did a year ago. It just hasn't gotten much better for them.
Clark, for me, they didn't show a whole lot of fight when the tide turned against them, and that's what the NBA is all about. It's about getting off the mat, because adversity is going to hit every single team. It's always how you respond that's important.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against Atlanta.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
Clock at 4. It's stolen by Smith. Now here's Payne. D right on him. Now the feed to Smith. That's tipped. And they're running ahead. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Kicks it to Hardaway. Dishes to Green. Trying to get back on track. Can't capitalize inside.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Here's Payne. There's the block. That will count. No luck. Well, not exactly a game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, the Cavaliers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, the thing they tried to establish right away was the presence down low. You look at the points in the paint. I think that's been the difference.
Yeah, and I like
Good D.
I mean, go in there and get...
.149 left in the second quarter. Pass to Smith. Smith off a pick from Payne, and it's J.R. Smith with the fade. Smith's got the lead up to 14 now for Cleveland. Larkin kicks to Hardaway. He feeds it to Carmelo. Bargnani inside. Mozgov grabs the board. Cleveland leading by 14. 1:12 left in the first half. Payne's shot is good.
Boy, they look helpless defensively.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Larkin. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Anthony dishes to Matthews. That's good. There's 48 seconds left here in the second. Payne kicks to Smith. Payne with a screen for Smith. He dishes it to Mozgov. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
Kevin, that's beautiful. With the guy all over him, the fadeaway was about the only option he had, and he cashed in on it.
Larkin, the pass to Hardaway. There's the dish to Bargnani. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Larkin, averaging 9 points per contest. Just 5 on the clock. And Thompson sends it back. Payne with it. Here's Dellavedova. Oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
What a humongous shot to cap their run.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Cleveland ahead.
Court. Couple things. A big difference in this game.
I'll get back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Some really terrific numbers for Baller. 12 points, and a couple of nice steals, too. The motor on this guy is amazing. Completely revved up. He's been everywhere today.
He sure has, Clark. Both ends of the floor. I mean, his offense has been great, but defensively he's brought huge energy, too.
Oh, how about